You're watching TelecomTV's exclusive video coverage of the NGMN industry event from Frankfurt. And joining me now is Håkon Andersson, 5G strategy at Ericsson. Håkon, thanks for talking with TelecomTV. What is Ericsson's role in the development and the standardization of 5G?
I think the role, we have had quite a good role within previous standardization activities, also in defining new generations. And I think it's really to try to understand the requirements that the operators and other players in 5G are putting onto the solutions, and then try to identify the key technology components that will support those ones, and also get an alignment and support an alignment in the industry to make sure that we create a system which will actually satisfy the requirements, will work, interoperate with different other players and the needs of so to say, the whole industry as such. So I think that is, putting a lot of effort into making it happen is one of our roles, I would say.
There are various thoughts on what 5G should and could be. What's Ericsson's view?
I think this is a fun generation in one aspect. I mean, previous generations has been, in some aspect, quite straightforward. It's been a fairly limited set of use cases. We've done voice and mobile broadband, and the generations has been really to improve those services, and we've done a fantastic job. If you look at data rates, we've gone from 10 kilobits per second up to 1 gigabit per second, which is good, which is great actually. I think the thing with 5G is that we span a lot of different use cases. We leave these comfort zones of voice and mobile broadband and try to see where will wireless could have a good impact or could add a lot of value in other aspects, in different parts of society, in different industries, in healthcare, in smart grid. So it's really an expansion of the opportunities to use wireless communication. I think that's the major part with 5G.
And what will 5G mean for society as a whole?
I think you will have multiple impacts. It's a little bit difficult because I think the range of use cases are so wide. But I think, for example, in healthcare, it would be able perhaps to monitor health of patients who are, or people who needs monitoring. They don't need to be tied up to the hospital in a hospital bed. You could remotely monitor the status of a patient, which would add a lot of freedom. As I said, you're not tied to a hospital bed. I think when it comes to energy consumption in society, we are looking at how could we support electricity grids, both when it comes to productions as well as using of the energies by smart monitoring and management of the energies. When it comes to industries, we're looking, take away wires in an industry, make the robots being able to be connected wirelessly. You have a flexibility in production line that is can be easily done if you're tied down to wires. So there is a whole range of use cases. Cars, autonomous driving, or at least improving the safety of the vehicles when they are on road by communications and sensing. So there is huge range of values I think we can provide.
How important is it that we have this collaboration between vendors, research associations, and indeed operators?
I think it's very important, because what we do want to avoid is to start developing separate solutions for all separate industries. Some industries can take an investment, so to say, of a separate solution. But if all the ideas and all the visions we have what wireless can do, if that would require a new infrastructure investment, new investments in standard for each of these ones, there will be a huge range of applications which will never take off. So I think what we're doing by agreeing on common standards, by agreeing on technologies, and being able to, say, add new industries just by software on top of the infrastructure, we will actually be the enabling part to make this happen in many cases.
Håkon, thank you very much indeed.